Good morning, people. I am back. I hope you guys enjoyed the pick-up pie yesterday. I was really guided to do that, and the messages that came through are heavily linked together with all this shift that's happening right now with the eclipse season that we are in, because this means big changes, and I really feel that's why I was so drawn to make the pick and pile kind of style yesterday. Today I started out having this anxiety feeling, and I have experienced this the past weeks. I know a lot of other people have experienced this as well, and it is because of the eclipse season. It's because of a lot of things that's happening. We are being pushed into the new, and we are ending old circles, and a lot of the times it's circles that we are actually unhappy with, but our body is still attached to the way things always has been, right? So there is this feeling of feeling strange, feeling this pressure on yourself. It's hard to explain, but maybe feeling the pressure in different ways. This could be feeling the pressure in the way of like something is changing in your life that makes you actually being pushed into a complete new direction, being pushed out of your comfort zone. There is a lot of endings, relationship wise, friendships are ending. We are ending old chapters with work, with belief systems, health wise. If you have been someone who's been, I heard, chronicle sick, or just sick in general for years, maybe your whole entire life, and you're being pushed into feeling emotional with that, being pushed into health, right? Your body or your mind still wants to hold on to this part of you that was sick, and it sounds strange, but it is habits, right? Or if you have been single for the past 7 years, 10 years, or how long it is, and you're being pushed into a relationship. If you have been on your own for many years and you're being pushed into a relationship or being around a lot of people or whatever it is, you feel strange, right? Because you know that something is coming, and you know things are changing, and you're like, well, I'm used to being sick, or I'm used to being single, or maybe you have been used to being married or in a relationship, right? So something is changing for the better. Eclipses are always here to change things for the better. I do want to put a lot of pressure on that. But we have to be patient with ourselves during this time. I feel some of you have had, I want to call it spiritual shakiness, like your hands have been shaking. You might have felt like your feet is wobbly, the ground is unstable, your knees are weakened. Again, it's the shift. It's the shift. So we feel strange, or we feel this pressure when a new circle approaches, and that is what's happening at the moment. The stress from our life is falling away because that we are learning to handle stress in a new way. Yeah, approaching it in a new way. I felt like someone tried to push a word through, but I didn't even recognize that. But you can try again. The way that we handle stress, the way that we see stress, the way that we approach stress. Atomical. That was the word. It's not like I didn't understand the word, but it just didn't make sense for me. We handle stress in a more atomical way. What does that mean? Atomic. Atomic, like something with stars, something with the galaxy. What is it that is trying to be put out here? Something, I might say the word wrongly, but something with atomic. In an atomic way. I don't even know what that means. And I saw 555 with that. But for a lot of you guys, especially if you are on my channel, you are on a journey where you're becoming more independent, proud, brave. You are being pushed into a lot of new chapters in your life where you are traveling more. Love is coming into your life, higher love, spiritual love. There is success coming into your life, and you learn to handle this in a new way. That is how I want to put it. You learn to handle the success, the going out there, and the love in a new way. Yeah. Your life is going to change forever. It's not going to be as it was. You're not going to be where you are now. You're not going to have the same people around you. I will say the new people, for a lot of you guys, they have already shown up the past year. But you feel different when it comes to who you recognize as your soul tribe. So if you feel like there is a shift with someone you've been in a relationship with, or a friendship, or a family member even, and you don't feel like you want to hang around them, you have to start listening to your intuition. And don't be like, well, if you've been together with someone for 7 years, or if you have been have had a friend for 7 years and they have always been there and blah blah blah, then I have to stay with them because that is the norm, right? No. Because there is a shift happening. It's how it is. Just want to point that out. We are breaking out of this, like, you have to get married, you have to have kids, and you have to stay with your partner for 10 years. We are breaking out of this, I don't know how to say it or how to put it out perfectly. But we are breaking out of this, like, the normality that we have created. Because I will say that the universe is, well, not taking over, but the universe is trying to make us expand in a way. But with that, let's see. Yeah. I don't know why I heard something about sleeping hearts. Sleeping hearts are not sleeping anymore. Is there there is a saying about sleeping hearts, right? What is that? Two of Wands, making a decision to move forward. Traveling, we have said that. You're longing for something that's far away. You're longing for something that's far away. And the moon is the mystery, right? You're longing for mystery. You can feel this calling. Yeah. The star. It fits well. Realizing that this, like, a wand that you have, like the star, like the moon energy, the mystery, this, like, energy of going out there, exploring and things, is actually something you have inside of you. Like, you have this magic wand. But alright, let me just put down the cards and let's see. Because this is you. This is the past, this is the future. This is your higher self, your subconscious mind. And this is the earthly bound energy. Alright, so we have these two cards. Then, as you, in the here and now, you yourself and you yourself and I, we have the world. Two major arcanas. Yeah. Creating something out of nothing. Following the stars, because this is actually the only 3 cards with stars in them. And I'm going to come to the rest, but this is the shift. Especially with is it a new moon or full moon we have on the 16th? I can see that my battery is blinking, so it started blinking at 11:11. your batteries are dry, so you gotta put the new batteries in so that you can go. Duracell. Isn't that the the battery name? Okay, so let me just change the battery. I should have a new one laying around. And then let's go down to the juicy one. I make this face and I feel emotional because I know for each and one of you there's something you have to let go of. Oh my. It's hard to swallow. Yeah. This is not a bad thing because this is actually a soul contract ending. It's your contract's beginning with the new chapters. And I know a lot of you guys believe in twin flames. And I do not talk about twin flames because it holds us back from our journey to focus on it. But if you're someone who believes in twin flames, you're probably being guided towards that. But I do want to say, because it's not often the spirit actually allows me to say the twin flame thingy. Do not have to focus on the twin flame, because the twin flame is just a person who is a part of your soul contract. But the moment you focus on twin flame, you focus on what you have heard in the past from twin flame journeys, like, oh, it's hard, it has to be toxic. That's not true. Again, we are breaking that old circle. We are playing the drums. I heard whatever that means. Yeah, okay. Before the camera dies by itself, like the universe is taking things out of our life, because something really has to end. I heard cracking with that. Well, okay. I don't know why it's so hard for me to go change that battery. Well, I guess that's actually very symbolic, right? Because it's hard for us to let go of certain things. I'm back! By the way, did you guys notice that I have red lipstick on today? You probably did, right? And this is to celebrate Jupiter and Aries, because Aries is all about the color red. It's also this like go-getting energy. Okay. Which actually makes sense, because there's two cards with red. We have the Seven of Wands reversed. We have the red. You're breaking out. You're actually allowing yourself to express yourself. Again, it's all something that came up in the pick-up pile. So it's very important for you to actually look at the pick-up pile. And we have a rose here being poked. But one step at a time, the world. You're reaching a lot of goals at the moment, even if you don't realize it. And this is what I try to say. You are reaching a lot of goals. For a lot of you guys, there's something about moving, because I look forward and I see a moving box with red text. HomeOfTheWicked, which is a Danish company. So, moving. Or moving forward. Moving out of something. Moving out of something. You are reaching a lot of goals. You are set to reach goals. The world is also you going out there. It's you actually taking what you have learned and putting it out to express and help and heal other people. There is this sense of belonging, like I spoke about, like you know you belong somewhere else. With someone else. Doing something else. This reminds me of a completely new country, because we have this like complete different scenery. Also because this is like a typical house that she's sitting on. This is actually very saying to what's happening. Very typical, right? Family house, and this is completely different. There is something very magical over this shift. There's a lot of miracles and fated encounters involved in this, which is something that happens with the eclipses. Especially pay attention to what happened to you with these eclipses happening. What happened to you, I don't know if I remember this correctly, but November 2012 and October 2014, in that period, for me, that was a very exciting time, because I traveled to LA, I met new people. It was a very exciting time. So there is similarities of excitingness, because again, eclipses are here to push the new things in. Also, there might be something around, I might remember this wrong, but November 2002 and April, what is the other one? 2005? Something around that. When we reach these goals, the past has a tendency to come back into our life. It sneaks in. The insecurities, the fears, the doubts. Am I good enough? Is this ever going to work? Can I do this? Am I beautiful enough? Am I slim enough? All these things, right? Because the body, you know, yeah, weight, aging, something about your hair, something about your eyes, something about your lips, your nose, whatever it is. Like, we have the tendency to, yeah, these insecurities does have the tendency to come back when we have reached goals, because we are like, oh, things are changing. What does that mean? Let's look in the past, right? That is the ego thing, to look in the past for solutions. There's no solutions in the past. You're expanding. The thing is that you have learned everything that you can from the past. Yeah, that is very important. I pay attention to his tattoo that he has, because it's love. Yeah. So there's definitely something with relationships. You are already done with the past, and you're already done with what you want to leave. You have actually already started out the new. And a lot of you guys might be like, oh, that's actually true. Whatever it is, you have already done something. Thought about it at least, or written it down, or did some research. Changed up something. So you have already done it. So you are actually already out of the insecurities. But again, it sneaks up. And that is a big part of our soul growth, our human experiences, to break out of these fears and insecurities. I mean, other species, aliens, they look at us and they're like, oh my god, why do these humans have so many insecurities? It's because we carry a body. It's because that we have those feelings. Yeah. It's tough to be human. It's actually not tough to be human. It's beautiful to be human, but the ego does want to twist it to be like, oh god, what am I doing? Who am I? Where do I belong? Why do I feel? Why am I here? What am I looking for? It's deep today, people. Can you feel it? You know what it is that you're meant to do, and you know that you have started this out. I heard that. It's something I feel like you have actually wanted since you were a child, because yeah, thank you, Spirit. It's because that you have this inner child, you have this fairy inside of you, and you finally found her or him. Yeah, you found this little fairy inside of you, because as a young child you were dreaming about something. You might even have played games or something like that, like that you were a doctor, or that you were being interviewed to something big, or that you were whatever it is. And now you're actually wise enough to step into that role. And I will say, because I heard that a lot of you guys have actually totally forgotten about this, because that for you it is this human experience of like, you have to work hard, you have to have a 5 to 7 job, you have to, like I said, you have to have a house, have a car, have a dog, have a boat, whatever it is that is like very earth bound, and that is what you're breaking out of. This might be a longer one, but I feel this is very, 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 very important because of what's happening. It's so important for you to really gather your strength right now. Hold on to your fairy, hold on to your inner child, and really move forward. Because, again, 9 of Wands. Don't give up. Don't carry other people's drama. Don't carry the past with you. Because that, like, you know, you have been through a lot. You have a lot of scars from experiences. And it does feel like she's breaking out, right? Like, you know that you need to break out of what's earthbound, or what's holding you back, what's holding... See, I'm getting emotional again. Yeah. Don't be afraid of your scars. Don't be afraid of the hurt or the pain. That's also one thing that keeps us away from actually moving forward. It's just like, what if I get hurt? What if I allow myself to fall in love again and I get hurt? What if I allow myself to travel and I get robbed, or I lose my money, or I don't find friends? It's all fears that is this part of the scarcity that's never going to happen. But because of past experiences, we keep comparing a lot of things to the past. We keep comparing a lot of things to other people's past, other people's experiences, which I feel is why in the future you do have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is, you know, well, first of all, it's ruled by Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius. So reversed, it's a lot of worry. It's a lot of like, am I going to be secure? Am I going to have money enough? Am I beautiful enough? Oh my god, I'm aging. Like, it could be someone who's nasty, who's holding you back. So you could be letting go of a relationship, or yeah, with a person who is a sign or a Sagittarius. It could be whoever, but we also have the King of Cups, so obviously that could also be something about water sign. I heard Leo, so that might also be something with a Leo. Well, there could be something with whoever. Yeah, but on this way, on this journey, you grew apart from someone or something. You realize that there's too much like the shoes are too ruined. Like, it doesn't, like, they can't carry you anymore, so you need to toss them away. And obviously it could be a person, like I spoke about. It could be a habit, it could be a place, it could be, yeah. Again, it is a Queen of Pentacles, so there could be something about a female. There could be something about a feminine aspect. It could be something about a relationship, a friendship, a family member. It could be that someone hurt you in the past and you are still holding on to that. There could be something about a parent who did something to you, you're still holding on to that. A female in your life. There could, again, there's many possibilities, because tarot opens up the possibilities. It's not just black and white, it's also grey. Yeah. Whatever it is, it can't follow you into the future. It can't. Because it actually keeps you stuck. Like I said, also things from our childhood. A home. Something you have done since you were a child that actually keeps you locked. Like insecurities, right? Never seeing yourself as beautiful. Never seeing yourself as someone who can leave your childhood country or childhood city, or yeah, language, whatever it is. Like, how many of you guys want to learn a new language, but you are holding yourself back because I already have a language? Why, you know, like, why do I feel worthy of learning a new language? Because that you are worthy of whatever it is that you want. There might have been someone who did psychic attacks on you. It's interesting because it came up in the pickup pile. Because again, the Queen of Pentacles reverse is someone who is very jealous of what you want to do. Like, if you have someone in your life who's always, when you try to talk about you want to go to another country, you want to do this, you want to do that, and they're always like picking you down for wanting that, being like, oh, you can't do that, you're supposed to be here for the rest of your life, or like, yeah, there's just no support. There's a dead end here. Again, it could be belief systems, but I do feel for someone out there, there might be someone who's jealous, and it might be this like wolf in a sheep clothing. Is that how you say that? Like, you might even not really, well, you might actually be aware that there is something here. But I feel someone or something is holding you back from your dreams. There is this energy of being emotional, imbalanced, not thinking straight. And again, I feel like it does come down to past energies. There could be something with parents, because we have a king and a queen. Maybe your parents has always been very like the female aspect of always keeping you close, always like, yeah, like controlling. That is the word, thank you. So you never really had the chance to really break out. You always felt like you needed to have a lot of love around you, like a lot of stability. Like the world out there is scary because that is what you grew up with. I feel a lot of this has something to do with how you grew up. The things that you learned from your parents, your surroundings, school, colleagues. Yeah, like, it's me, something's wrong with me. No, nothing is wrong with you. So you're cleansing that out. You are. That is going to be gone for good. I had tingling sensation in my finger. Pointing. Yeah. It's important for you to cleanse and rebalance, especially with the Mercury retrograde. Yeah. There is this breath that's being like, something is being breathed out, I don't know, out of your body. There's a cleanse happening. You're breaking out, like I said. Breaking out from a lot of things that's like earthly, or yeah, well, we are in Taurus season, and it's all about money, it's all about security, it's all about career, base chakra, red. Also, stop fighting for the wrong people. Stop fighting for the relationships and friendships that doesn't support you, that doesn't help you, that doesn't see things from your side. You're moving out of that. It's not a part of your future. Your future is very, very freeing and very, very light in many different ways. It doesn't have to be a struggle, I heard. But some of you guys might be like, well, it is a struggle. It is emotional. It is. Just because the past was emotional or the past was a struggle doesn't mean that your future is. I do want to point that out. Also, don't tell yourself that you're sick, because you're not. Healing. Healing, 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 healing. I am healed. I am strong. I am powerful. Don't say to yourself, I am not sick anymore, because the universe only hears the sick and manifests that. So focus on I am healthy. Change diets. I mean, yeah, that might be just for one person out there if you have been dealing with sickness for the longest time. Remember, I spoke about that in the beginning. That is being released. I think the bottom line and the last words I'm going to say is that you need to walk away, and I want to say you are walking away from it, because I feel like you have already done it, because again, the world is a new circle. Something is done already, because it's you. Embrace the new, go after the new. Yes, this is a long daily reading, but eclipse season, people. Thank you for being here, and with that, I am going to leave you guys again, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.